Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy here, MC, and welcome back to Swahili Nation, Swahili to the world. Guys, I appreciate for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, don't hesitate to turn on the notification button, subscribe, and visit my website, but also stay connected with me through social media. All the links are down here and the names are right here. Guys, it's good to be back, and we are almost finishing this year 2020, and today is 29th of December. So let me know in the comment section what this year has been to you, like 2020, how it has been to you. You can just write with one word that you think this year has been for you. For example, for me, I can say this has been a year of discovering. This one word, right? Discovering, one word. So what is this year for you guys? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to know that. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys for stopping by, and I'm coming back with another reaction. This is not a song reaction. It's a reaction that a lot of you guys have asked me for a long time to do reaction for this, and this is a reaction of This Is Somalia, a rich heritage and a bright future Somali enterprise. Alright, this is what I'm gonna go to do reaction on. And by the way, video has a copyright, the music. So because I want to learn more about Somalia, I will try to stop somehow and to kind of like, you know, dive in of everything that I'm learning. Alright, without wasting time, guys, I'm just gonna jump right away to do reaction. But I will teach you guys a little bit of Swahili before we start. This is Somalia. This is Somalia. Just that word, this is Somalia. In Swahili, you can say he ni Somalia. He ni Somalia. Alright, without wasting time, guys, just gonna jump right away to do reaction for this. Are you ready? Alright, let's do this. Okay, there's a Somalia flag right there. Man, this music is kind of sad. You feel me? This music is, I don't know.
Somalia is a country located on the east coast of Africa, forming the shape of a horn. The country was known as the Land of Gods to the ancient Egyptians.
Wow, Land of God to the ancient Egyptians.
The land of the tallest men to the ancient Persians.
Tallest man.
The land of cinnamon to the ancient Greeks.
Cinnamon.
The land of aromatics to the ancient Romans.
Wow.
And the land of the unicorn to the ancient Chinese.
Dang.
Frankincense, one of the
unicorns, the use of unicorns in Somalia. Dang,
gifts of the biblical three wise kings came from ancient Somalia.
Biblical
to
wise
this day,
king.
The
Dang,
Roman Catholic
man,
Church still sources all of its incense exclusively from Somalia.
Till today, man, that's crazy.
Which remains
Somalia,
the world's largest producer.
The world's largest producer.
Somalis were the first to domesticate camels in 2500 BC and spread it to ancient.
Oh my goodness, first camel in Somalia?
In Egypt
You gotta be kidding
and the Middle
me.
East. Somalia today still has more camels than any country on earth.
More camels than any country on earth? Man, that's crazy. Shout out
in
to
the valleys
Somalia,
of
right?
Somalia, 5,000-year-old rock paintings depict one of the oldest horse riding cultures in the world. Horses were also an important unit in the cavalries of medieval Somali kingdoms. The horsemen in the Kingdom of Adal, for example, wore protective armor for themselves and their horses.
Dang,
While
man,
the most
look at
famous
that.
horse in Somali history belonged to the Dervish King.
Dervish King, that the most important.
The oldest surviving sewn ship in the world is the Somali Bedouin ship.
The old surviving ship? Dang. Oh my goodness.
Used to ship important quantities of spices.
Somali, man, this is an amazing country.
World. Strabo credits the cinnamon people of ancient Somalia to be the first with the knowledge of the monsoons.
Man, there's a lot of rich heritage, man, in Somalia, man. Why the world doesn't know about
The Somali
this?
people are one of the oldest Muslim nations in history.
Somali
a
people,
1,400-year-old mosque in the city of Zayla dates
Dang.
back to the very foundation of Islam, when the early Muslims received
very foundation of Islam in Somalia.
Refuge
Dang.
from the Aksumite Empire and the Horn of Africa. The medieval Silk Road gold trade between Africa and Asia was founded by Somali merchants from Mogadishu.
You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding. What's going on, man?
Who established a colony in modern Mozambique and extracted gold from the mines of the Mono Motapa Kingdom of southern Africa. Madagascar was named after Mogadishu.
Madagascar was named after Mogadishu? You gotta be kidding me, man. Even
Marco
wow.
Polo, during his stay in Imperial China, confused the wealthy Sultanate of Mogadishu with the large island in the Indian Ocean. During
Man. Wow, man. People, they need to know
that
these
same
things.
period, the infamous Mongol
I'm glad I'm
Emperor
reading this
Kublai
reaction
Khan
today.
sent a delegation to Mogadishu to establish Mongol trade with medieval Africa.
Wow, so the very first country Asian coming was pretty much Somalia.
Suspected of being spies scouting out the continent, the Mongols
The
were
temple,
imprisoned.
Mango.
Kublai Khan then sent
Mongol
another
temple in
delegation,
Somalia, man,
and
Mogadishu.
they, too, were imprisoned. This swift action by the Somali sultans
Man, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. I don't know what to say, man. There's too many informations. That's why I need just to
most likely
understand,
saved
you know.
Africa from any further Mongol interest. The
It
Somali
saved Africa
Empire
from any
of
further
Adal
Mongol.
introduced cannon
Dang.
warfare to the African continent in its war against.
And do you understand that? It's like at that time, like Asian, Mongolia, they kind of came to Africa through Somalia, but the Sultan in Somalia, they actually prevented them from going any further place in Africa. Dang, man, that's very
Abyssinia
important.
and the Portuguese Empire. Adal was also the first African power to defeat a European power on African soil since the Battle of Cannae between the Carthaginians and the Romans
Somalia. This is Somalia.
1800 years earlier.
Stand up, Somalia.
During the
You
war,
guys have a rich
Gustavo
history.
da Gama, son of Vasco da Gama, was defeated and killed by the king of Adal. The
Wow.
Sultanate of Mogadishu minted its
Vasco da Gama was killed by a king. Dang.
own coins, which have been found as far away as modern Iraq, Turkey, and Dubai. In the 1580s, a Somali fleet from the Ajuran Empire joined a Turkish fleet from the Ottoman Empire and began attacking Portuguese
I mean, Ottoman Empire, I took a class about that. It was one of the strong empire in the world.
strongholds across southeastern Africa to free the Swahili world from Portuguese domination. In the year 1660, the Portuguese surrendered to a joint Somali-Omani force at Mombasa in modern
Dang, man, even Portuguese, they surrendered to Somalia in Mombasa, man.
The only hydraulic empire in medieval Africa was the Somali Ajuran Empire. With a network of limestone wells, cisterns, and dikes, it successfully utilized two large East African rivers to project power. In the 13th century,
And I don't know you guys, what do you feel, man? But this is
a
crazy
Somali
right there.
explorer
I'm
named
not even
Said of
halfway.
Mogadishu traveled to Arabia, India, and China. In the 14th century, a Somali explorer, Abdul Aziz of Mogadishu, became ruler of the Maldives. In the 15th century,
like those are century, like each and every single century something
a
happened.
Somali saint founded a town across the Red Sea in modern Yemen, which grew into
Wow.
a formidable seaport.
Oh
The
my
first Muslim
goodness. He found the Somali guy. He found
settlement in Sri Lanka was established by a Somali
that.
saint.
Come on, you gotta be
Somali
kidding me,
merchants
man.
introduced coffee to the world.
Hey,
grown
hey,
in
hey.
modern-
I know I've done video for this. So like the coffee was discovered there in Ethiopia, but Somali, they introduced it to the world.
Ethiopia, Somali merchants exported the now famous stimulant
Exactly.
from the Somali port of Berbera to Yemen and the rest of the world in the 15th century. Somali merchants introduced exotic animals to Imperial China.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine this guy? All right, this
Somali
is
word
another
for
fact.
giraffe is still used in China, Korea, and Japan.
Exactly. Here in Korea, giraffe, we call it kirin. You know, it's the same thing
Two
in
major
Somalia as
medieval
well.
scholar families from Somalia are credited with important literary works in Islam and produced viziers, scientists, and scholars, serving the Mamluk sultans of Egypt, Damascus, and the Ottoman Empire.
Man,
in the
scientists.
18th
during the
century,
Ottoman Empire.
Abdurrahman al-Jabardi recorded the Napoleonic invasion of Egypt. In southern Morocco, Somali merchants established one of the largest and most popular mosques. It's still
It's even in southern Morocco, man. It feels like Somalia. It was like the center of
known
everything.
as the Somali Mosque. The oldest African community in the United Kingdom was established by Somali sailors.
Oh, Man, the African community in the UK, was this something?
In the 19th century, Somali Sultan Ali Yusuf Kennedy raised an army from Arabia and carved out a kingdom in northeast Somalia.
Dang.
The only Muslim power in Africa during World War I was the Dervish state of Somalia.
What's up with Somalia, man? And there's so many good
The Dervishes
stuff
fought
right
the
here.
longest anti-colonial war in African history and built fortresses across East Africa. Hasna, a Somali female commander, led one of the 7 divisions of the Dervish army.
Female commander, Ethiopian female, Somalian, Somali female commander.
The Somali Republic is the only African
people, they
country
didn't even care
whose
about
borders
women,
were created
Somalia,
by
they
Africans.
already had.
In 1960, the northern and southern parts of modern Somalia formed a historic union to establish a new country.
Oh man. Well, I was saying that at that time, I mean, women, they were not treasured like the way that they are today. But at that time, like a long time ago, Somalia, they had a commander, female commander.
Women in Somalia voted in elections before women in Switzerland.
Wow, women in Somalia, they voted before women
to peacefully relinquish
Switzerland.
power in Africa was the Somali president Aden Abdulli Osman.
Dang. Guys, people, they need to know this, man. They need to know this.
In 1962, future Somali President Ali Shamarke went on a state visit to the United States and was welcomed by President John F. Kennedy. Both presidents were assassinated in the 60s, despite their popularity with the masses. Two of
Wow. That's
Africa's
right
and
there.
the Middle East's largest film festivals were the Mogadishu Film Festival and the Mogadishu Pan-African Film Symposium. The most expensive African film ever made is the 1982 4-hour-long epic, The Somali Dervish.
The most expensive African movie ever made. It was Somali movie.
Somalia's funky musical scene in the 1970s was popularly known as Mogadisco. One of Africa's first female fighter pilots was Osli Abade Hassan of the
Look at that, man. The popular African female pilot. The first. She was
Somali Air Force, who soloed her first flight in 1976. In 1981, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the NBA's all-time leader in points, coached the Somali basketball team. During the African Championship in Mogadishu, the Somali team went from nobodies to continental heavyweights, jumping.
Dang, man. This one man trained the team and they came from nobody to continental.
To Africa's top 3. Somalia was the first African country to sign a friendship treaty with the Soviet Union.
Okay.
5,000 Somali soldiers and students at one point trained and studied in the Eastern Bloc.
Wow, so they were the first one to make treaty with USSR, man. Dang. All right.
Soviet cosmonauts trained in Somalia to prepare for their missions in space. The airport of Berbera, with the longest runway in Africa, was also one of NASA's designated emergency landing points on Earth for the iconic space shuttle.
Dang, longest runway in Africa.
The Ogaden War was the longest conventional war fought in Africa since World War II, with the heaviest mechanized and aerial battles. It resulted in the largest Soviet intervention and airlift since the march towards Berlin in 1945, just to push back the Somali soldiers.
So much richness in this history, man. Come on, guys. Somali, you guys
who had
should be
overrun
proud,
the
man.
Ethiopian Empire. The Somali pharmaceutical industry at one point mass-produced 48 essential drugs and was one of Africa's largest hubs for pharmaceuticals. Mogadishu was known as the White Pearl of the Indian Ocean and a major tourist magnet.
Man, these guys, they had everything. They had engineers, they had pilots, they had soldiers, they had like doctors. Man, you guys.
Somalia in 1974 launched Africa's largest literacy campaign and won a UNESCO medal after the country's literacy rate jumped from 5% to 75%.
Wow.
Somalia built Burundi's air force, protected the borders of Tanzania.
That's my country right there. Bill Burundi Air Force protected the border of Tanzania. Shout out to Somalia, man. Come on.
And Uganda.
Uganda.
Flew jets for Zambia.
Zambia.
Defended Mozambique from the Portuguese.
Mozambique.
Trained South Africans fighting
South
apartheid.
Africa.
Supplied Eritrea's War of Independence. Sent troops to Angola. Sent medics to Equatorial New Guinea.
You guys, you definitely support the entire continent.
Supported Egypt with naval logistics. Supported Djibouti's independence movement. Supported Zimbabwe and Namibia's war against the apartheid forces.
Dang.
The country has a rich heritage.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Those are a lot of countries, man, in Africa. You guys, man, maybe that's why right now, you know, there's a good relationship between all these countries.
Filled with ancient and medieval cities, castles, towers, and fortresses. Somalia has produced more supermodels than any other country from the African continent.
Supermodels
the president of the International Court of Justice comes from Somalia.
Dang, man. You guys, supermodels.
As does Olympic champion Mo Farah, award-winning rapper and poet Kanan, Nobel-nominated author Nuruddin Farah, U.S. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar,
I know,
and many more.
Dang. Salute.
The Somali bandy team are the undisputed champions of Africa, as Somalia is the only country in Africa with a bandy team.
Wow. Only country in Africa with bandy team. You guys don't even have snow, but you have a bandy team.
The ancient Shah board game originates in Somalia and is played from Egypt to Tanzania.
Wow.
The most popular hat worn by Muslim men across East Africa
this one I know.
originates and is exclusively produced in the Somali city of Brava.
Dang, man, we have a lot of them in Tanzania.
Though Somalia is one of the most homogenous countries in the world,
everybody
the
wears
country
that.
has several important minority populations, such as the
wear
Bajounies, the Brabanese, the Benadiri, the Somali Bantu, and the Arabs.
I don't know what to say, man. You guys, you just...
The Somali people are genetically and linguistically closely related to the Afars, the Hararais, the Oromos, the Bejas, the Amharas, the Saho, and other major groups in the Horn of Africa. Somalis are the only African ethnic group to have a sea named after them, off the coast of...
Wow, sea named after Somalia.
Sicilies lies the Somali Sea. Despite emerging from a civil war, Somalia still has the most deep-water ports on the African continent. With the longest coastline in mainland Africa, Somalia is one of 5 African countries selected by Rakanshur to become a blue economy giant.
Wow.
Somalia,
blue economy giant. Dang.
Has 52 million heads of livestock, 27 million sheep and goats, 15 million camels, 5 million cows, and one of the richest fishing grounds in the world.
Dang.
Somalia's dairy industry is worth $3.3 billion. According to the
$3.3 billion. Oh man, I want to drink that.
Spectator Index, Somalia is also ranked first in global camel milk production. A Financial Times article has stated that the best real estate investment in the world today is beachfront huts in Somalia. Wow. Somalia is considered a future energy superpower with an
future energy superpower.
Estimated 110 billion barrels of oil, 1/3 of the world's uranium reserves, the strongest wind power potential in the world, and 3,000 hours of sunlight.
Come on, guys. All these things, man. Man, come on, man. This country is supposed to be the richest country in the world, man. Come on.
Somalia is a continental leader in mobile money, with a market worth $32 billion a year, which is larger than the economies of Albania and Jamaica. Somalia has the cheapest internet cost per gigabyte in Africa, and more than 70% of adults use a mobile phone. The Somali shilling has been the best performing currency in the world between 2010 and 2020.
Dang, man. I'm falling in love with this country, man. So Africa, man, is so...
Somali Airlines was the first airline flown entirely by African pilots. Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, is the fastest growing city in Africa and is enjoying a major reconstruction boom. Somalia's Milky Sea is the largest bioluminescent area in the world, And with a total of 649 species, Somalia is a hidden bird watcher's paradise.
Oh my goodness, what is Somalia, man?
Somalia has national parks, it has beaches, it has rivers, it has deserts, it has jungles, it has valleys, and it has stunning mountains. In 2020, because of its impressive economic reforms, Somalia has achieved debt relief and can finally focus on transforming the country and harnessing its vast...
Dang, it has everything. Rivers, oceans, beaches, mountain, valleys, trees, forests.
Potential. This is Somalia.
This is Somalia. Dang, man. Wow. I don't know what to say, man. I'm just overwhelmed, man. Looking at the whole history of Somalia, it's just so overwhelming, guys. You have all the reasons to be proud of your country, and to just be proud, man, because you have a lot of stuff, man. And most of them I didn't know. I know I've done reaction, getting to know, exploring Somalia, exploring Africa, and getting to know Somalia. I've done that, but there's so many factors here as well I heard right now. Anyways, guys, I thank you guys for stopping by here, and I want you guys to let me know in the comment section if there's any other factors that are not included in this video. Please don't hesitate to leave your comment below. And also, guys, sometimes I receive complaint about before I used to say Somalians instead of say Somali, like Somalis people. I didn't know. I surely didn't know, but thankfully for you guys, you let me know that that's the right way to pronounce. But right now, one of the things that I want you guys to understand, I see complaints about that some music that I'm doing reaction is not really from Somalia, it's from Somaliland, and then some of them is from Somali in Kenya, Somali in Djibouti, Somali. So honestly, what I want to say is, guys, for all those details, for every single details, political reasons, things, for me, I'm not involved to that. So the only thing that I'm sticking to, the only thing that I know in my mind is Somalia. So all the music that I'm trying to do reaction, I'm trying to do a reaction of Somalia music. So you guys, whatever you are living at, whatever you are, but for people who are outside, people who are not Somalis, exactly, people who are not Somali, we don't really know the difference. We would not really tell. We don't even know that. That's something that you guys in Somalia, So for people like me, I have no idea. And so because of that, I'm just gonna keep to do that because it's too complicated. Like, I cannot even know. How can I know that, oh, this is artist from this region, this is artist from this region? It's hard because it's a lot of artists that I do reaction for every single time. So I hope you guys, you understand that. And whatever that you guys, you have things and like very particular issues, things about, for me, I don't really know, and for us, we don't really know. So the only thing that we're gonna pay attention is Somalia. So shout out to you guys, and I love the energy, I love for the love and support, love and peace out. That's what we gotta do. So please don't hesitate to continue to spread love and to keep peace wherever you are. Appreciate you guys. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm out of here.